Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and today I am filming my Stamping Through the Alphabet series and I'm on T. So I've gone for tiled techniques. It's on last chance just now, so if you want to have this stamp set and you don't already, I would order it. I'm not sure if there's a deduction on it, but it is in last chance. So go on to my shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net and hit the last chance and you'll see all the sets and all the products anyway that are going on to last chance. Once they're gone, they're gone. Those are things from the current annual catalogue. I'm speaking to you on the 9th of April 2025. I don't even know where I am today. Anywho, I have a blog hop. I'm in a blog hop today, and this is the card that I made for that. And so I used tile techniques for that, and I used 3 of our new in colours. We've got Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger and Strawberry Slush for ink blending, and I thought, do you know what, I think people would like to see this done, so I'll do it for my T tile techniques. So two techniques really here. One, it's emboss resist and ink blending. So yeah, so I am going to show you now. Well, this time I'm doing it with different, I'm using some of our brights. I've got Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie and Flirty Flamingo. And see how it looks with that, and I am going to emboss with black, and instead of Secret Sea as a layer and for the sentiment I'm using black, but doing the same sort of, much the same, what do you call it? Oh, composition, the words. See, as you get older, I mean, don't laugh if you're young, and if you're older you'll understand. Yeah. Anywho, let's stamp and emboss. So did I get anything ready? No. Have I put my big block somewhere else? Do I have it ready here? No, I don't. So here's the deal. Just give me a moment. Seems to be, there it is. I do have the big blocks, but the big blocks are packed for my cup and cards for tomorrow. So, and although this isn't for the hugest block, but it's for the second big one, this is one of my plates from my mini cut and emboss machine, and I'll use that instead because I can. And in that first card I used that stamp. In the middle I'll use this one this time, and that's that. Now, because I am embossing in black, I've already got my other blocks out, haven't I? I'll pop this one on here. Right. In fact, I'm just going to do it that way simply to make sure it's all on. Right. Now, when I did this card, you'll see it's slightly ski whiff, although it doesn't really affect the card that much, but it is slightly ski whiff, simply because I was stamping with Versamark, which is a clear ink, onto white card, and I couldn't actually see exactly where it was. So I have this old Versamark pad, which is a bit dirty, just dirty with somehow stray ink has got onto it. So when I stamp with it, I can see And because I'm going to emboss with black, I'm thinking this might help me. I'm thinking, who knows? So, let's see what happens. If I can see this stamping that I've already done, I'll be in a better position, maybe, to line it up better. We'll see. So, oh, maybe I've cut this layer smaller anyway, so. Although you could do your embossing maybe half of the card at a time, and then that might help you better with your lining up. I can see that, I'm actually not seeing that any better than I saw. But because I've cut a smaller layer, this is going okay. So I think what I might do is, in fact I wouldn't, I'm just going to pop this in and just go for it. Bring this one right down to this edge. Because I've cut the layer a bit smaller, this is actually almost edge to edge, so it should look as if it's more lined up. Right, let's just quickly do this and then we'll see if we're okay or not. I'm really struggling to see. So this will either work or it won't. We'll see. You'll get the gist anyway. So that ink is not as dirty as I thought it might be. Right, so put this. I might have brought that just a bit too far back, but we'll just... We'll see what happens when it's got powder on it. It'll be all right. As they say, it'll be all right on the night. Right, so I have a piece of scrap grid paper here. I'm going to put the lid on the ink. Could even be that that ink pad being so old, it might be a bit on the dry side. Let's see. I might have too much powder here. I don't know what I'm thinking. Don't need that amount, Janice. However, I think I've done quite a good job. See, it's just a bit high there, but I don't think it is going to affect the look of the card. I'm just going to set that aside and put all this powder back in to the jar. Oh, well done, Janice. Well done. Okay. Take a deep breath. Don't let these things affect you. So we'll just carefully tear this off. Now this is because I'm trying to film this. The sun has come out, but I thought, right, no, get this filmed now, and then you can go out in the fresh air, knowing that you've done it, rather than still thinking about doing it. Okay, right. Right, and where's my tweezers? As in my usual style, I haven't got everything organised beforehand. And I've got, there they are. I'm not even sure if there's enough powder here. Sorry, you can't see what I'm fapping about at you. And I think that's a bit thin on the powder side. I'm actually going to get a bit more powder out. So I've had my tray, but my tray's still got some white powder. It needs washed completely. So it's still got some white powder. I'm just thinking that might... Yeah, that does look a bit better. Excuse me, I'm just doing this to the side because I don't want powder on my working surface. Right, black embossing powder safely back in the tub. I'm just getting my heat tool now. So if you want to turn your volume down. Warming it up. There we go. I think that I'm just double checking that it's all melted and that's good enough. Right, we'll just go with it. And then I will want to put a sentiment. That will go across there. So that's why I didn't concern myself too much about these stray bits. So I'm thinking, on the last one I used the sentiment from Beach Days, but I've got this. Tags for you. Tags of Thanks even, which is an online exclusive stamp set. You're the best would fit on there. I appreciate you. Just, you're the best, I think. Where is that? You're the best. Let's just pop that on there. And this time I'm going to use white embossing powder. sentiment on the black just to give the good contrast. So, where's my emboss buddy? That's just gets rid of any oils or static or anything, and we'll still just use up this old pad. Do you know what? The little bit I've forgotten I need a block. There we go, that's that. Lid on. And white emboss powder. So yeah, another technique is embossing itself. So there you go. The big secret is once you see that powder melt, then remove the heat from that part. If you keep heating on a piece that I'm looking for a brush. Yeah, on a piece that's melted, you could burn it and then just make a real mess. I'm just there's a bit of powder here that I don't need. I'm just using a wee brush just to take it off. Right, that's fine. Put the white powder back in the white tub. And then we'll heat that. So in actual fact, without any colour, you have quite a nice monochromatic card here, look. Do you agree that you wouldn't even need colour there? That in itself is quite classy. But let's add colour because we can. So, I've got 3 blending brushes and 3 other colours, but we're still going with a pink, an orange and a yellow. And will we do it? Yeah, we'll just do it the way, in the order I did. So I love it. I'm loving the new in colours, but do you know, if you can't order them yet, so I'm giving you a way that you can do with the colours that you already have. Unless you want to sign up and be a demonstrator, you could join my team today and you can order the new in colours in your starter kit. So I'm just adding some yellow. I think, oh, maybe tag that Janine sent me all the way from the USA. I have the most amazing followers on this channel. I really, really appreciate you. Have been and met some of you in person in the USA and other places. I really appreciate your support. Your kindness is amazing. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just blethering. I'm a wee blether. A bletherer. So these just make me think of sunshine, these colours. So this is our pumpkin pie. Going on here. I think pumpkin pie probably needs re-inked, but we'll just go with it today. I think I'm just looking at how easily the new colours came on, but the new pads are super juicy. In actual fact, sometimes your new pads are too juicy, and doing techniques like this is a good way to reduce the juice, if you know what I mean. Rather than have to, you know, just discard extra ink, you can use it up in this way. So I'm making a new line, but I'm also blending it over the top of some of the Daffodil Delight. I couldn't get my word out there. And then Flirty Flamingo. I love this colour. I haven't used it for a while though, to be fair. Let's see how we go. So it's a nice rich pink to as is strawberry slush. So we can compare them a bit, although I have changed the colour of the embossing. But as you see, the ink does not settle on top of the embossing. The embossing resists it, much like wax resist. And then I just wanted to show you changing up things can give you the same, a similar card. I think we'll just leave, maybe just need a bit more up here, the edge. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Close my inks. I've got cables. I don't know why they're deciding that it's a good idea to flap a bit. Right, and close my Daffodil Delight. See. Okay. I'm going to glue this onto the black background. Well, that's the theory. It worked first time, yay! Maybe just want a bit more. With the heat embossing, your card goes a bit wobbly, so a good bit of glue to make sure it sticks down nice and flat onto the layer. So I haven't played with this stamp set half enough, so I've determined I'm playing with it before it goes. It's not retired yet, it's in last chance, so you can still have it. I've got a bit of a, I think we could do with a wee dot or something here. Teeny weeny bit. Yay, that's it. Just making sure. And we'll glue all of that down. So put in something that you've heat embossed onto another layer of card really helps you to get that nice professional flat finish. Just with the wet glue, just take your time to make sure it's as straight as you can. And sometimes a bone fold are better than your sticky hands. Just make sure that the glue is spread nicely, and then I am just popping this one with glue as well. So that strip is 2 centimeters wide and the same width as my black layer. I just have it. Bit too much glue there, so just wipe it off. And there we go. It's kind of used quite a bit of paper on this card, but never mind. So there's the card I've just made, and there's the one I made for my blog hop. So yeah, I might not have used my emboss putty before I did this black. There are a few dots, but do you know what? They don't take away from the pattern. They just look like they're meant to be there, the splatters, because there's quite a lot of dots in the pattern anyway. So thank you so much for following this series. So let me know what colour, what one you like best, the white one with the new in colours or the black one with our already existing brights. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Please press the bell icon to get notified when I'm coming on again. And I'm just going to wipe that over just to make sure there's no ink residue and any of the emboss buddy off the black, so it looks better. Let me know which you prefer in the comments, please, and let me know if you've tried these techniques as well. So thank you so much, and well done if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one.